Hey everyone, I'm Teyj Krishnan, a current junior from Redmond, Washington. Along with the guidance of my mentor Matthew, my project was evaluating the efficacy of brain-computer interface-based motor imagery classifiers, linear discriminant analysis, and a multi-layer perceptron neural network. In the United States alone, there are nearly 5.5 million patients with paralysis due to causes like stroke and spinal cord injury. As a result, these individuals lose important human capabilities like motor function, sensation, coordination, and control. Although there are ongoing efforts to combating this paralysis, many of these don't offer a comprehensive solution. For example, body-powered prosthetics, which operate by moving the opposite shoulder, can induce severe pain and discomfort, and myoelectric prosthetics, which read the skin's electrical signals, may not even operate for those with severe nerve damage. Therefore, it is crucial to develop an alternative solution. One potential outlook is an EEG, or electroencephalography-based prosthetic, which operates by reading the patient's motor imagery, aka the brain signals elicited while they visualize themselves moving their arms, then translating this motor imagery into the control of a prosthetic. Although this does show potential, classifying EEG signals is inherently difficult due to the low spatial resolution and high dimensionality. Existing classifiers achieve accuracies between 90 to 98%. Therefore, the goal of my research was to develop a machine learning model to accurately classify motor imagery EEG signals as left hand or right hand based on the user's intention, with greater than 96% accuracy, and to do this within 300 milliseconds of the signals being inputted to simulate importance of real-time translation in creating an authentic field to prosthetic control. I acquired my data from an open source motor imagery EEG database with data for 52 subjects. Each subject wore the BioSemi Active 2 EEG headset with 64 electrodes total. Each of those participants was asked to visualize themselves moving their left hand for 700 seconds, then move their right hand for 700 seconds, and their brain signals were recorded during such visualizations. Subsequently, these brain signals were sorted into arrays called Imagery Left and Imagery Right. I applied two pre-processing steps to the data. The first was mean centering, which I did by computing the average signal across a given electrode, then subtracting that computed average from each of the signals to remove any positively or negatively skewed data points. Additionally, I applied principal component analysis, a fundamental dimensionality reduction technique within machine learning. After these two steps, I visualized the data using the scatter plot on the right. Here, it's demonstrated that despite these two pre-processing steps, the left-hand data, indicated with red, and right-hand data, indicated with blue, overlaps almost entirely, so classification will be very difficult. The first model implemented was a linear discriminant analysis, or LDA for short. LDA aims to find a linear bit boundary between the two classes, where the points above the line belong to class A and the points below the line belong to class B. The second model implemented was a multi-layer perceptron, or MLP for short. At a core level, the MLP is a feed-forward neural network, which takes in the EEG data as input, pushes the data through 6 hidden layers to learn the complex relationships and patterns in the dataset, then classifies the signals as left hand or right hand. So using these two models, let's take a look at the results. The first model, LDA, achieved a very low classification accuracy of just 64.15% on subject 1, highlighting the ineffectiveness of such a simple model in motor imagery classification. However, the MLP achieved an outstanding accuracy of 99.63% on subject 1. As with any scientific investigation, however, it's important to test on multiple patients. So I applied the model to 27 randomly selected subjects from the 52 provided, and the model achieved an average classification accuracy of about 98.915%, an increase by about 1% from existing literature in the field. Now, some potential limitations to this model are that it takes over 300 milliseconds to classify the signals and may not be generalizable to subjects outside of the 27 tested. So to continue upon these research, I would slightly adjust the model to increase its speed, then work to develop a simple prosthetic device like the one to the right. Ultimately, with the contributions of these findings, I'm optimistic that the millions of paralysis patients across the globe will one day be able to restore their motor function. Thank you.